Hey, good morning, folks. AJ here. We are back, day 4. Hopefully, we'll be wrapping this up today. And then we just have training tomorrow afternoon. But I had a couple of things off. The rack that's going to go up here actually isn't going to be delivered till today, this evening. So that will be, and I think I actually mentioned that in the video, that the day of training, I'll be coming back and trying to set this up and tie my shoe at the same time. Be setting that up and putting the equipment in that rack when I come back to do the training. I got a bunch of conduit and all this other stuff. Got the replacement TV for the choir room. But what I'm going to do is focus my attention on the conduit in the back. Do all that stuff, do the TV, and work my way this way to get this stuff over with, get the printer hooked up, get all the conduit done, the conduit for the pastor's office, work back this way, do the conduit in the back, do the last couple of pieces in the media room, and then, they unlocked the door, so I'm sure whoever's gonna be back here to assist. I'll probably try and do the back TV myself. That should be fine because that's the same thing did at Mount Tabor. This one, the ones up here are going to be, the one right here behind me is going to be interesting just because I think the TV might overhang. Well, I know the TV is going to overhang. So need to put it in a position so that I can get it up on the wall. But that's about it. So let's get to work. I forgot to mention the drum mic stands and all that other stuff are here as well too. And my tape is coming off here. Not really liking it like this, but again, this is temporary because when they do new carpet up here, we'll put a stage box on the floor and then we don't have to worry about that. But let me hook the stands up for the other drum mics, and then we're definitely done with this. And they are already mentioning getting a drum shield to go around all this. Alrighty. Again, just because of the step, you actually can't move this back any further, but really gonna have to dial this in. This speaker really shouldn't be here. This is where they should have in-ears, but we have to balance that out as well for them. Other thing I noticed, I switched this around, so the drum mic I actually put on the end in the podium. I moved here so that all of the mics will be closer on the channels when adjusting. So let me actually go ahead and switch that around now. Folks, one down, 2 more to go in here, then the other one's there. Yeah. So I'm gonna get up here after the fact. We're really close up on the wall, so I had to angle it over, and I'm gonna level it and then tighten it up because all the weight is on this side just from the location, because we only had but so many studs to go into, so that's just the option. We'll just tighten up the bracket and then that'll be fine. All right, second one. That one is more level than this one, but we'll come back and fix that one. Now for the back one, but I'm going to do a little work on this one first because I have the grommet for the HDMI. And then I'm going to do a pause when this is done to focus on the conduit. No, I'm actually going to go downstairs and we'll hang that one. And then we'll do all the aesthetic stuff next. And we have 3. So now let's put up a little scripture and see what that looks like on here. All right, so there we go. And we switch it around here. Scoot back some. Again, we're going to level those, but the main thing, they're up.
From pulpit to the back, because we have from the...
Folks, I wasn't recording, but see, even on here, me recording it, it looks small. That's 85. But if I come all the way back here, pretty much takes up a good chunk of the wall, but still looks small. When you're right up on it, it's big, but once you sit back, should be fine. So now I need to extend these cables, put this in the ceiling, do the rolling cart, finish the jack up there, and it's just the cosmetic stuff left. Alrighty, folks, very, very productive day, because guess what? We are 99% done. I'm waiting for the rack for the pulpit to come in. But let me take you on a tour on what we've done here to transform and modernize St. Matthew's Baptist Church. All right, starting in our media area, we got our multi-view, we got our joystick, we got a custom presentation system, the A10 Mini Extreme. We have a 1 terabyte hard drive for recording, so very nice and pretty. We got our conduit there. We got 2 more pieces left over to get up there for the last pieces. We're gonna do that tomorrow. We have our surge protector up here, so it's easier for us to reach up here. More than enough outlets for everything. And I realized I didn't put a screw in right there. We'll do that tomorrow. We have a brand new mixer from the 8-channel mixer that he used to have a 32-channel X32 Compact with a digital snake up in the front. Everything is connected. We still have another 16 channels back here. We have extra cable here for iPad, phone, whatever way it wants to be hooked up, but the computer is hooked up over USB. I'll tag the video on how we did that. Also, we redid their network, and we have a UDM Pro SE Special Edition that has PoE switches in here. We have our bottom PoE switch that powers all of the computers, the cameras, and everything like that. And that's it. As you can see here, we have a back PTZ and a front PTZ here. We'll go ahead and control the second one right there. So plenty of viewing space there. So we can get pretty much any angle from here. Obviously the chandeliers are a slight problem, but we have already talked about that. And if we switch over to camera number 1, got very, very nice shot. Again, the chandeliers in the shot, but during the training tomorrow, we will make mention to make sure we pull the shot in tight like that. Everything is mic'd up except for the piano. I had the keyboard hooked up, but they predominantly use the piano. So we're gonna repurpose one of the overhead mics right now and put that inside the piano. But let me take you up here. What else we got? So if we come over here into the cry room, we got our conduit here hiding all our cables. So we ran over and we have this view here. We're gonna push this back. I ran out of conduit, so I gotta get that one right there, but this is gonna be a nice view here. I have everything muted just in case, so no audio will come through, but all the sound from the X32 is coming through the TVs. All right, so now let's check out the sanctuary. All righty. Coming into the sanctuary, you see our 2 75 inches that we have on flanking the front of the sanctuary. But if we turn around, we have our stage display, another 75 for the pulpit. There's our 20X PTZ. And if we come up here, we see our front PTZ, exact same one, 20X right there. And like I said, everything is hooked up into the sound system. If we come around here, this is where we're gonna take one of the overheads and put it down here for the piano to amplify that. We'll do that tomorrow. And we're going to wait for our rack that's supposed to be here. A 6U rack is going to put all this equipment in here, and we'll slide it in there and get it up out of the way. So that'll be good. All of these cables, once that's in place, these are going to be taped down, maybe with a rubberized mat or something like that. So that'll be up and out of the way. We do have an extra instrument jack. I might actually just leave that there, even though, I mean, that's really meant for like a bass or something like that, but we're using up all of our ports, so really not that much of an option. I could do the left and right for the overheads, maybe into one channel, but we'll approach that later. That'll take care of that. And mention of that, we have drum mics on everything here. This is not going through the house because ambiently you'll hear the drums. This is mainly for the live stream mix. they are thinking about putting a plexiglass shield in here. That's going to be at a later time. And also, they were talking about maybe doing the carpet in the future. What I would suggest is instead of doing all of this, what we probably do is put like a stage pocket in the floor and run all the cables up under here, and then the connections will go directly to here or even maybe there in the corner. Did that at Antioch and a couple of other places just to get it up and out of the way. That's what we got here. All right, so now let's take another trip into the choir room. So in the choir room right here, we have a 50-inch. Let me turn this on real quick. Actually, let's go to the pastor's room while that's turning on. In the pastor's office, we have a similar TV just like in the choir room. So when the pastor's here, can sit, or if he has guests or anything, they can sit here and watch what's going on before having to come out. We repurposed and rewired everything here. So now all of the internet stuff is run up through the attic. We have jacks here for the pastor's computer, and the black line is for the main internet going all the way back. There is also another cable there you can't see, but it is going through the wall. And what that is doing is connecting this printer back here so that the printer can now be accessed through anybody that's on the network, through the secure network. Not everybody has access to that. And that's the other thing I forgot to mention. So we got that there. I'll probably put another piece of conduit when I come back just for the power cable. But there we go. So now the choir can actually see what's going on. I think they had like a concert or a play, and people weren't able to tell what's going on. So that was another purpose for using this. Now, before I go back, turning everything off while I'm working my way back, and I didn't show it. This was the other benefit of the Unify stuff that we did. Inside here, we also added a access point right there for internet here. Now let me take you downstairs. All right. So down here we have multiple TVs. So right now we have a jack here, and this is for the portable TV on a cart that can roll anywhere. This is mainly meant to maybe be, if it's kind of a far distance for everybody to see, this will be for this side here. Or if they're having a meeting or anything like that, they can hook up a laptop to that. Left them about 100 foot of cable, so they could always plug that and pretty much drag it anywhere they want. Worst case scenario, we can come back and put another jack somewhere else to make it convenient. But here is also the main highlight, the 85 that we have on this back wall. And I think it just did a firmware update. Let me go back to our input here, because we ran all the cables from upstairs back behind here. There's our Ori 1x8 splitter there. Let's go back to home. Let's go to our input. And there we go. We've got a very nice image down here, and the audio is through here. Now, the other thing that we also did is there was no internet down here. So just like upstairs, we added another Wi-Fi 6 access point down here. So very strong internet connection down here compared to what it used to be. So let me turn all this stuff off while I'm making my exit here. All right, that is about it. It took us total about 4 days to get everything done. Again, St. Matthews, thank you so very much for trusting me to modernize y'all's media ministry. Completely redid everything. They didn't have anything here. Again, I want to thank actually First Union Baptist Church, because the person who runs the media there, where we did that install, actually grew up at this church. So they recommended, so it was a recommendation. So I really appreciate that. Obviously, I must be doing something good where people are recommending me. So I really appreciate that. And link is down below to everything that we used here. And if you ever need some help, I'm trying to make sure I turn all the lights off so they don't have to come back down here. If you ever need any help, know that you can hit me up. Let's get in the light at ajhomes.com/consultations. It is March 14th, 2024. So I'm still shut down, not taking any more business for this month, but you can book some stuff in April and we'll be going from there. So if you like this type of content, appreciate a like, consider subscribing, hit that bell. That way you get notified when we come out with other videos to help modernize your media ministry. I'm tired and I'm AJ. Let's get on the road and we'll be catching y'all on the next video, folks. Later.